Thank you so very much, Jen. Good morning.
Good morning. I
said good morning.
Good morning.
Are we in the house?
Yes.
Look at you. Beautiful California. So many different hues, so many different shades, so many different ethnicities. Men and women, young and old, and everything in between. All Californians, all Americans, all dreamers. That's who we are. The greatest state, the greatest nation in the world. And I'm honored to be here. And Chet, I want to thank you very much for your incredible leadership and your focus, your strategic focus, as well as your investments through the resources that are necessary to empower community-based organizations up and down the San Joaquin Valley, from Sacramento all the way down south to Kern County, to empower our community so they can have a voice in the electoral, the political system, in the healthcare space, in the educational space, in the climate space, as well as the immigration space. And I'm honored to be here also with incredible champions, of which you're going to hear from in a few moments. An incredible champion like Tony Thurman, who's an incredible champion when it comes to education. And for those who have no access to education, that is, somebody remember, Tony Thurman, right on the Also, one of your very own, from the San Joaquin Valley. He's from Fresno. For those from Fresno, he's a medical doctor, not just any medical doctor. He is an emergency room doctor, so this man has seen it all when you work in the ER. So let's get up for our own very own doctor, our own ER doctor, Dr. Joaquin Arambula. And you'll hear from this individual up and down the state of California, like you will hear from Tony Thurman as well. And he is a eye doctor, and he is the chairman of the Health Committee of the Senate. And he has moved forward some incredible, innovative legislation with regards to equity when it comes to health care for all individuals. That is no other than Dr. Ed Hernandez. Dr. Ed Hernandez. Last but not least, and talk about diversity, because the individuals I just mentioned right now are reflective of who we are as a state, reflective of who we are as San Joaquin County. And this young man is, in fact, the first Hindu American to be elected in the California State Senate. And this is a man who leads the charge, or the state assembly. I'm saying, they got a promotion there, right? In the state assembly. And this young man actually leads a very important committee, which we're all going to get there sooner rather than later, which is the dealing issue with our senior citizens, our mothers, our fathers, our aunts, our grandmothers. And all the policies that we're going to move forward are going to deal with their quality of life issues in the immediate future. Let's get it from East San Jose, no other than the Assembly Member Ash Kalra. Ash Kalra. So, listen, I just want to say it is indeed an honor. These are very historic times in our nation. In fact, these are very dangerous times as well. And we're not going to allow one electoral aberration on November 8th, 2016. Reverse generations of progress at the height of our historic diversity, our scientific advancement, our economic output, and our sense of global responsibility. That's not who we are as a great state. We're the sixth largest economy, not in the nation, but in fact, the entire world. And in this great state, we celebrate who we are. We celebrate where we come from, because we're proud of where we come from. Now, whether you're Panamanian, or whether you are from India, whether you're Sikh or Hindu, whether you're Mexican, whether you're Salvadoran or Guatemalan, whether you're part of that great migration from the deep south of men and women who fled Jim Crow laws to come to the West Coast to seek a better life, whether you're from Haiti or from Ghana or Nigeria, or whether you're from Canada or England or Italy or the UK, it doesn't make a difference, because in this great state, we celebrate who we are, we celebrate our diversity, we don't ban it, we don't deport it, and we as sure as hell don't wall it off. So this is a time when we need to decide what kind of nation we want to be, what kind of state we want to be, what kind of way we want to engage with our fellow man and woman on a whole variety of issues. Because I think we can all agree that everyone deserves access to quality health care. Because it's a privilege, not just for the exclusive few, which is a reality today, but it is a universal privilege for each and every one of us. Again, regardless of who we are and where we come from. Because our healthcare system should not be relying on emergency rooms or community clinics. Be mindful about one thing, because I know Dr. Joaquin Arambola and I know Dr. Ed Hernandez knows this very well. We have community clinics in our neighborhoods because we have no health plans. Because in well-to-do neighborhoods, there are no community clinics. Doesn't exist. Because the large inequities that exist in terms of access to quality health care. But we all deserve access to health care. We shouldn't allow these medical bills to bankrupt our families. Or we shouldn't have our first access to quality health care to be an emergency room. We know that's not right. The issue with regards to clean air and clean water, especially if you live in San Joaquin County, and you have no bigger champion than someone like Dr. Joaquin Arambola, who have seen the high rates of asthma, especially for poor children, children of color, coming to his emergency room because they have to miss a day of school, they have to miss a mother, has to miss a whole day of work. And if she misses a whole day of work, then they actually run the real danger of actually not being able to pay the rent. Bad air quality, bad water. Every single individual, every child should have access to clean air and clean water, regardless of who you are, regardless of where you come from, regardless of your zip code. The issue of immigration. We're all human beings that deserve respect and dignity. And that's why I move forward with the help of my colleagues here today. We did this together in the Senate and the Assembly, working in concert with each other. Because we wanted to make sure that the Trump administration and that the Attorney General, Jeff Sessions, didn't try to make our police officers a cog in the Trump deportation machine. That we as a state will not lift a single finger or spend a single dime to divide our families and tear our families apart. That's not who we are as a great state. Here we welcome who you are because we respect inclusivity and diversity. This is a time when we all rise up. This is a time when we all stand up. This is a time when we back each other up. We're there for each other. We stand up for each other. This is indeed a very, very, very perilous time in our history. In some ways, it's a little exciting too. Because this is when we break down those barriers, those walls that have artificially existed, even within our own communities. And we realize how much more we have in common with each other. Whether you're Latino, whether you're African American, whether you are Asian American, whether you're white, whether you're racially mixed. It doesn't make a difference because we're all God's children. And we have to be there for each other and back each other up. The dreamers, that's a big issue. But we stand up for each other. Latinos, Koreans, Filipinos, everybody. He talked about, the president talked about Haitians in countries from El Salvador, or I should say Central America, as well as Africa. That's the type of hatred that tears at the fabric of who we are as a great state and as a great nation. We know better than this. And I know each and every one of you here present here tonight, or today I should say, know better than that. You're going to hear from very exciting folks who are probably going to fire you all up, today. But to Chet, I want to thank you very much for your strategic vision. All the community leaders here today, both young and old and points in between, because you are the ones who make it happen in the streets. You are the ones who engage your friends, your colleagues, your family members. You are the ones who get them to get out there to vote. It does make a difference. We just witnessed in 2016 who became the president. It does make a difference when you get out there and vote. We got to make sure we motivate, inspire, and do everything within our power. Because when you do, you have great officials like Tony Thurman, Dr. Joaquin Arambola, Ash Kalra, Dr. Ed Hernandez, who move policies to protect our communities, that defend our communities, to close that huge gap, that opportunity gap. Because some folks get opportunities, some other folks don't get those same opportunities. Because we know it's not innate, meaning we know that other folks aren't smarter than us because they were born smarter than us. Some folks just have better opportunities than we do. And that's okay. So it's our role and responsibility, and it's your role and responsibility to advocate and to agitate. Also to make sure, hey, I'm somebody. I deserve quality healthcare. I deserve a high-weighing paid job. I deserve access to quality education and higher education. I deserve to be respected, who I am. Regardless of who you love, regardless of the hue of your skin, regardless of what God you pray to. So I just want to say thank you very much for giving me an opportunity, honoring me, to allow me to say a few words with each and every one of you. You guys are going to have a great conference. And with champions like the ones who I just mentioned about, we're going to speak today, there ain't no stopping us now. So with that, thank you very much, everybody. Thank you.